Welcome back, true believers and all you vicious Venom fans out there, to another really awesome Venom-related video. And oh my goodness gracious, guys, if you have been following me on Twitter, if you have Twitter and you've just been on social media throughout the past few hours, you'll know what the heck is going on, and it is insane. And the reason why I'm doing this type of video where you're just seeing my face talk about it is because there have been copyright strikes left and right for any video that even just discusses or shows a picture of Venom. Even if it's from like a video game or anything, it's just being taken down, struck off by Sony, and it's crazy. So I don't know if this video is going to get a copyright strike at all, but I really want to talk about this news. So, because today is April 23rd, in case you guys missed it, today is the first day of CinemaCon, which is a big convention of movies and stuff like that, and it was stated that Sony is having this big exclusive presentation at CinemaCon, showing off new trailers or new things related to their upcoming movies, and one of them is Venom, and we have, as you see by the thumbnail, our very first look at what Venom looks like and sounds like in this movie, and holy crap, this is gonna be freaking awesome, guys. I mean, Jesus, have you seen that little clip? So not only is there that clip of the actual movie, but recently, about only, I would say, 20 minutes ago or so, the full trailer has been leaked online. Now, I'm going to put a link to it in the description, or just actually go on my Twitter. Actually, I take that back, because there actually been copyright strikes for people who leave links to the video in their videos. So that's how crazy the copywriting is right now. So I really can't do that, but just go on my Twitter and you'll see that I've retweeted these links. But basically, someone by the name of RPT Batausi, I'm sorry if I said that completely wrong, but he posted the entire leaked new trailer of Venom, and it's 100% official because it shows new official scenes with Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, no Woody Harrelson though, and just Riz Ahmed as well, and it goes more in depth about the story. Sadly though, there's a couple of gripes I have with the trailer. I'll just get those out of the way before I get into totally praising this movie. They're calling the symbiotes Symbiote, so I don't know if that's on purpose, or if they're each going to say it in a different way, or maybe they have a reason why they're calling it symbiotes instead, but everyone always says the symbiote word wrong. They either symbiote, symbiote. I always say, personally, symbiote. I know that's, you know, that I think is the main way on how you say it. They in the movie say symbiote, so I don't know if they're going to have a scientific explanation on why they're saying it like that, but that's how they're saying it in the movie. I don't know if I like that, but we'll just wait and see. Mainly, though, the design of Venom. This design is 100% official, and again, the movie comes out in October. Venom is a 100% CGI creation for this movie, and that's why what we're seeing right now is, I would say, the early stages of the CGI. Like, same thing with Thanos in Infinity War. He looked great in the first trailer, but he's looking better and better and better the more we see him in these other trailers, and by the, Infinity War comes out in 4 days. He's gonna look awesome. So Venom, it's a blurry image. It's not an official HD picture of Venom yet, but the design, he's huge! He's huge, Venom. He's ginormous, giant teeth, giant tongue, giant body. Tom Hardy grows as he turns into Venom. He has this crazy, like, Pennywise type face thing where his head morphs around his body, like the Venom head morphs around Tom Hardy's face, and the teeth kind of come in to form the face, and the eyes too. It's so sick, and I love how they're showing the design for Tom Hardy turning into Venom, and also using the symbiote powers, because in this leaked trailer, they're showing off more scenes of Tom Hardy using the symbiote powers, and there was that leak saying in the car chase scene he's going to use different symbiote powers to fight off against these cars, and they are. And he does use them. He uses, like, tendrils, and it's so weird. I don't know how it works, but the tendrils come out of his stomach, they come out of his back, they come out of his sides, they come out of his arms, they extend. He can extend from, like, across the room to just grab someone and choke them and probably kill him or something. And in the trailer as well, it shows, like, this one scene of, like, a person being tested in the Life Foundation with the symbiote, and it shows an x-ray of it in its chest. And then the scene of Tom Hardy in the MRI, it's extended more, and in the trailer we see, like, the symbiote crawl up his neck with the black, little veins. Now it's, like, all over his body. He's freaking out in the MRI. It's crawling over his face. But the coolest part for me in this leaked trailer, if you guys saw, it's really recent, so I don't know if you've seen it. The symbiote has a voice, and it's Tom Hardy's voice as the symbiote, and it's so sick. So what it is is in this trailer, it basically shows Tom Hardy talking with Michelle Williams as Anne Wang, and they're having a dinner, I guess. They're out just, I guess, talking about their work and Eddie's job as a journalist, and he's going and he's interviewing Carlton Drake as an interview, and then he asks him a question about the Life Foundation. They're like, cut the interview because it's like, that's not what I want to ask, and clearly they're up to no good. And then Jenny Slater, I believe that's her name, she's a scientist from the Life Foundation who is kind of like a whistleblower. She's letting Eddie know that stuff's wrong at the Life Foundation, you should go check it out. But basically, I'm talking all about it because I'm just so hyped from this. It's like the powers of Venom are crazy, the way on Tom Hardy's acting, but mainly the symbiote. He's like, he escapes the Life Foundation from what it seems like. There's this person kind of, you know, like hurtled up in a corner. I don't know who she is. Is she one of the other people who turns into the children of the symbiote? Is that like Scream or Agony from the Children of the Symbiote? And she does scream, little on the nose there, but if she does scream, is she gonna turn into Scream, the symbiote? That would be crazy. But basically, the symbiote has its own personality, and Tom Hardy is talking to it in his head and saying, like, why would we do that? Why would we kill someone with our symbiote powers? And while he's walking in the middle of the street, he's talking to himself about the symbiote. And then there's this weird scene where I think he's about to hop on his motorcycle, and then he, like, jumps back onto the wall, and the suit is in his head, like, the symbiote is inside of his head saying, like, you know, like, we can do whatever we want. Like, it's like, do we have a deal? Like, oh my god, like, it's gonna be like the devil on his shoulder. And then the tagline of the movie is, embrace your inner anti-hero. So that's the tagline of the movie for Venom, and it just looks so sick. They show extended scenes of the forest chase. Tom Hardy's running through the forest. There's a car chasing after him. He's on the motorcycle throwing cars with his crazy symbiote powers. I think there's rockets about to shoot at him and explode him or something. Then he's like in the air going up this hill off the motorcycle. Then he reattaches to the motorcycle with his symbiote tendrils. And it's crazy on how like much detail they're putting into the symbiote. It's all leaked. I don't know if we're getting this trailer tomorrow, if it's going to pop up somewhere near Infinity War, if it's going to premiere at Infinity War, like on April 27th, if they're going to show... They better show this trailer alongside of Infinity War, because the first trailer... This new trailer, this leaked trailer, blows that first teaser out of the water. And I was one of the people defending it. It's a teaser. It's trying to get you hyped because knowing that this movie is actually exists, like it's happening. And the teaser is just to showcase, oh, there's Tom Hardy, there's Michelle Williams, there's Riz Ahmed, there's a little bit of the symbiote, and then the black thing's like, oh, that's Venom. This new one blows everything out of the water. And just seeing all these crazy details with... This is already, again, better than Topher Grace's Eddie Brock performance by far. And just seeing how Tom Hardy is bringing the performance of Eddie Brock, the journalist, the nice guy, kind of, you know, little, not nice guy, but like, you know, anti-hero type person. And Venom, he's voicing Venom. Like, his voice as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises was great, but he had the mask kind of muffling his voice. This is like, you know, how I'm talking normally. He's a bit lower and a bit more intense when he's the symbiote. It's just so crazy. And he's like, in the bathroom, he's like, I don't feel so well. I hear this voice, and he's like, there's like, his eyes like fully, like, you know, morphed into the symbiote. Like, the symbiote's inside of his body. And then he's like, Eddie, he's like, we can work out a deal. Or like, no, like, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal? And he's like, we are Venom. Like, oh my god, like, it's so sick. And like, I'm just so sorry. I want to do a fully analyzed breakdown when they show the trailer officially of this, because they show so much of this movie. They show, you know, Riz Ahmed being Carlton Drake, who is now officially confirmed to be Carlton Drake. Of course, Tom Hardy is Eddie Brock. Michelle Williams is his wife, Anne Wang. Again, no Woody Harrelson anywhere. But at the end of the trailer where he turns into Venom with his Pennywise-type giant crazy mouth, he picks up Scott Hayes' character, I think that's his name, and he's like choking him, and that's when the giant Venom tongue comes out. I pray to the Venom gods that he's going to eat people. Please let him eat people. That would be the coolest thing in this movie if it wants to be a hard R-rated movie, showing the anti-hero side of Eddie Brock, showing the intensity of Venom, showing how, like, it looks like he's killing people, these bad guys, with his symbiote. I want him to eat people, go that far. That'd be nuts if they even do that. But sadly, we see his face, and just his upper body of the face. No upper body of his actual chest, so we don't know if there is a white spider logo, or what a rumor is going around, which I brought up, is that instead of a white spider logo, it would be a white V, being the emblem on his chest. I know that sounds kind of stupid. I think it could look cool if done right, but I would recommend, if they don't want to give him a white spider, I would say do nothing. I think that would be better than having a white V kind of being the main logo of the symbiote. I don't know if that would go well with fans, but also I don't know if it would go well if they didn't have the white spider. But wow, God, like, I'm so hyped. I'm sorry, I'm kind of repeating myself at this point, but wow, they're nailing it. At least visually, they're nailing it. Story-wise, you know, the whole thing with the symbiotes instead of symbiotes and the whole life foundation, I don't know if that's going to end well in terms of, like, a story plot point, but I think if done right, it could work out really well. And also, one other thing I want to bring up is the look of Venom itself. Again, it's a CG creation. It's not finished yet. Movie comes out in October. This is a leaked trailer, so obviously it's not the clearest image we have of Venom yet. The one complaint I have is not the teeth. I see people complaining about his teeth. I think the teeth look freaking awesome, and the tongue itself is the best part, I think, of Venom's design. I think my problem with it is the eyes. The eyes are a bit too small from the poster. The poster, you know, kind of, I guess I have this here. I have the Venom Funko Pop. These, you know, his eyes in the poster are, like, you know, pretty big. In the trailer, the new leaked trailer, it's like, it's a bit smaller. It kind of shrunk down in size. With the eyes, but I hope where he was kind of being intimidating, he was like staring down at Scott Hayes' character and like kind of like giving him the menacing Venom squint and like the kind of creepy like Venom smile. So I really think that if they want to fully go in depth with this movie, with Venom's character, give him all the symbiote powers. What we see, he's using tendrils, which is freaking awesome. He's like shooting out tendrils from his sides, his arms, his body. He's having this inner monologue with the symbiote as himself. The eyes are fueled up with the symbiote itself, and Venom is going to kill people, I hope, and just hopefully eat people as well. That'd be awesome. You know, like, of course, and like, you know what I mean, like the Ultimate Spider-Man game, eating people with his life force. I don't know how the symbiote's gonna work in this movie, but it's an alien entity because it's talking to Eddie. It has its own voice. It has its own thoughts. Eddie and the symbiote are trying to team up together to take out the Life Foundation, and they're teasing, I guess, at the other symbiotes that are going to possibly be in the movie, with maybe Scream and maybe Carnage, because, you know, Woody Harrelson's rumored to be playing Carnage, which is going to be nuts. Oh, this movie looks so good, guys. Again, I know that sounds weird to say. I know, but this movie, what we've seen so far, looks nuts. And again, sorry, it's just me talking, but there's no footage here of Venom, so Sony, I know the thumbnail shows Venom, but this video itself, please don't copyright it, because I haven't shown anything. I'm just discussing about what I saw, and I'll leave a link to my Twitter in the description so you can find the link that I retweeted on my Twitter, because I know for a fact if I leave the link to the video itself, I'm going to get a copyright strike, because this is really leaked. And again, I don't know when or if Sony is going to showcase the Venom trailer on YouTube, but they better, because this trailer was fantastic, and if they release it alongside of Infinity War, that's going to make so many people happy. And way more pleased than what the teaser trailer was compared to this new trailer, which is awesome. So anyways, guys, those are all my thoughts of Venom and the new trailer, which looks insane. I'm already freaking out. You know, I don't have the red, you know, Spider-Man PS4 red-white colors because I'm black, and black suit Spider-Man because I gotta support my boy Venom. But anyways, guys, that was great watching all that, talking about that, and I just can't wait to see if Woody Harrelson is playing Carnage, if this is what Venom looks like and what he's going to be doing in the movie, if we actually get to see what Carnage looks like and what he's going to be like in this movie, and if Woody Harrelson's playing him, there's no way this movie could be bad. I get it, Spider-Man's probably not in it, because in the trailer it says in association with Marvel, so I think that confirms that this is not in the MCU. But I do think if they're going to give Venom the best treatment possible with these actors, with these visual effects, the story's the one problem that we don't know of so far, if the story of the movie is going to be good, because symbiotes and the whole Life Foundation thing. So I'm still keeping my hopes to a manageable level, but I do have faith in this movie, and this new trailer blew me away. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to keep a lookout for Sony if they're going to upload this trailer soon. I hope they do, because it was great. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Stay vicious, Venom fans. Peace out.